first things first, I think we need to address the WIley situation, and that's something that's obviously scary, but part of our game. It's a physical game, and he's in our thoughts and prayers. And we're just hoping that he makes a full recovery and continues to trim the way he does. And with that, that kind of opened the door for me to come in. It's not the way I would necessarily want to enter the game under those circumstances, but just try to take it and run with it. And this is a good learning experience for me. Obviously, coming into a new system with NFL vocabulary, NFL curriculum, as we say here, it's complicated, and it takes reps. And these are my first significant reps. Kind of getting thrown into the fire, and there's going to be a lot of great stuff for me to learn from. Like Coach said, I don't think I had my best game by any stretch of the imagination, but I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that I can go back on and learn from. And lastly, I'm just really proud of the way every single guy on both sides of the ball competed tonight. A lot of some of our mishaps were execution-wise, and a lot of them fell on me at the end of the day. But I didn't really feel like there was a lack of effort until the clock hit zero. And I was proud of that and proud of all my teammates. And I know that we're going to continue to grow and continue to get better.
Tom, talk about being able to step in a situation and then settle everybody down and then do what you just go through your play and do your reads.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's tough. I think whenever when the game stopped, it got very emotional. It's one of our brothers and someone that we obviously care about and love. And to see him go down like that it's tough, but it's all about how you control that emotion. And I think right out of the gate, I think we did a great job, like Coach said. Scored a touchdown the next play. Defense gets a 3 and out. Have a great drive, put another ball in the end zone. We're tied up 14-14. But it just at the end of the day, it comes down to consistent execution, and we didn't execute consistently enough tonight.
Can you talk a little bit more about the mood on the sideline, specifically, I guess, like leading up to that play where WIley got hurt? Did you guys realize that he was down on the other side of the field?
I almost kind of knew right away with the way he kind of flipped over. It looked like something was a little off. I didn't know necessarily what it was. I thought it might have been shoulder, but it was obviously scary. And then, I don't know how long he was down for, but I think it became pretty clear. And obviously, we got together, we prayed as a unit, and we're just hoping for the best and trying to, keep in our thoughts, but also move past it in a way and continue to play the game like he would want us to do, I think.
Obviously, there's a lot up in the air right now with WIley, but what is your approach and how are you going to look at this week? If you are the guy and WIley's out and you're asked to step up against Texas.
I think I'm going to try to do the same thing that I've been doing, and it's kind of a tricky thing to learn. If you're a backup quarterback, you have to prepare like you are going to be the starter because you are one play away. And that's just going to continue to be my mindset. I'm going to continue to work hard, learn as much as I can, and continue to grow as much as possible in such a short amount of time before Saturday.
What did you learn today?
There are a couple things. The biggest thing for me was just getting back into it. It's my first significant, football since, November 17th of last year. So it's been about, 10 months since I'd, strapped the pads on and played someone else, which, kind of, gave me the confidence again. I was like, oh wait, we're just playing football. At the end of the day, we're just playing football. It doesn't matter who we're lining up against. I think the common theme with how I played tonight was poor ball placement. I think you saw almost half my throws I felt like were below the waist, and I don't know if that's mechanical, if that's something that I can do, to get my arm ready better before the game, get my body ready before the game. But I'm going to watch the film. I'm going to learn. I'm going to think about what I can do to be better for next week, and I hope that I can put that on the field.
Like I was asking Coach Bloomberg, playing against an opponent like Wake Forest, a Power 5 opponent, and really this whole stretch, when you have some success against them, does it help you build some confidence?
Yeah, I don't think you can help but feel confidence when you complete a couple balls down the field on, like you said, a great team. They're athletic. I know you mentioned I played in the FCS. They're definitely a step up athletically. But like my old coach used to tell me, the essence of playing quarterback is finding the open guy and throwing it to him accurately. And if the guy's open, it's just like playing routes on air. You put the ball where you want, and good things will happen.
Is there a little bit of adjustment, just kind of figuring out what exactly you can and can't get away with at this level?
I'll know better after the film. But again, I felt like the game started to slow down a little bit more for me. Yeah, had some I mean, obviously, I think if you get thrown in any time, you're going to have a little bit of nerves, and I think that was definitely the case for me. And I think I can do a better job controlling that, but at the end of the day, I think I got confidence by the end of the game that, it's the same game I've always been playing.
Obviously at Harvard, I mean, you guys won a bunch more games than you lost. And I mean, how are you kind of adjusting, and how do you think the locker room is handling, being optimistic and showing signs and growing, even though it's not showing up in the final score?
I think the good thing is that everyone definitely cares. The culture here is we have the expectation to win, and I think every single guy in that locker room believes that every game that we go into that we are going to win. And from what I hear, I mean, I don't know if that was necessarily always the case, but it's exciting because everyone really actually cares. And there are, I've been a part of locker rooms where not everyone really cared that much, and it's not a fun experience. And I'm excited because these guys really care, and I'm excited to get back to work on Monday when we're back together.